But what was the name of that Avengers movie?
Yeah, sorry.
Avengers 5 is called Avengers Doomsday, and will be dropping on May 26th.
And why is it
May
Doomsday?
2026, my bad.
And why is it called Doomsday, then?
It's called Doomsday because Robert Downey Jr. is returning as a variant of Doctor Doom.
You said who?
Dr. Doom.
No, who's going to be Dr. Doom?
Robert Downey Jr., RDJ himself.
Oh, just to double down, Stephen McFeely, who wrote Infinity War and Endgame,
It's
are
coming
writing.
They going for the bucket.
Nah, they cooking.
They going for
cooking.
the bucket.
They cooking. Now, hold up.
Hey, you ready?
I'm going to get into some stuff
Yeah.
right now real quick.
Go
Bro,
ahead.
you're getting a little excited.
See,
Let him cook.
I'm not the most excited for Doomsday, and I'm going to tell y'all why. As much as I love RDJ, I love RDJ just like the next person, obviously. He's Robert Downey Jr. He's one of the greatest actors of our time.
Marvel Jesus.
Yes.
Yes, I agree.
Only reason I had an issue with it, and it might just be weird from my perspective, but it's like I felt like they felt some peer pressure from the people, man, and I do.
This is how you going?
No.
Today?
I got a couple. It's a couple reasons, but this is one.
Oh, it's like a
it's a couple
potential
different
reason.
things.
Okay.
I do feel like they kind of got pressured. Obviously, things wasn't going the way everybody. I guess a lot of the fans didn't want. You feel me?
Okay.
So they were like, we got to go back to what worked. So we got to call RDJ back. They probably dumped a crazy bag of cash at his door.
They
probably
so
got
much money right now. Yeah.
And they also probably gave him points on box office because he had points.
That was always his deal.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was his deal.
He got that too.
Yeah.
You think it was the fans?
That's him. Get him, Trip.
I feel like
Get him.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was the fans.
Come on, Trip. Yeah,
I do.
Who
do you think it was?
It definitely wasn't because the fans were mad at this.
Are we
No.
Originally.
No,
Are we
even the fans are mad at RDJ coming back as Dr. Doom.
Originally, they were.
But I'm saying
I'm just saying I think it was the fan because not just RDJ.
All right, you don't mean it that way. Okay, I'm sorry.
RDJ. I mean the
I got it.
Russos.
you said you felt like the fans like kind of needed this because they weren't
Right,
really-
maybe be more specific in that. What do you mean by
I
that?
disagree.
Because that'll
I feel
help
like-
us.
I feel like the
I
fans-
think he means it a certain way
it's just
that we're
like
not.
to me it just looks like
What do you mean by the fan? Like, what do the fans want?
everything we tried didn't work out, so we got to go back to what works.
Which is
So
just
we
this
going
character,
back.
this person that's famous, that from this thing.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Iron
He's
Man,
saying- he's
RDJ
saying-
was the one that
He's
set
saying
this
He's
whole
saying
thing
go back in the
off.
sandbox.
I'm gonna
Go
call
back in
them
the
back.
sandbox.
Russo brothers was the ones that put the numbers on the board for us. We're gonna call them back.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like when
Okay.
when they got
Okay.
announced, when
Right.
they were
It's a
when
little
it was
bit, only a little
rumored
bit.
for them to have Avengers, like the rumor that came out a couple weeks ago. I kind of felt a little way like, yeah, they are a safe bet because they have done it. They are the ones that did it. They put the billion on the board for them. Right?
Can't go wrong type
You can't
time.
disrespect
Yeah,
that. We
yeah.
love the Russo brothers.
But what did they do? They did something that wasn't done yet. They
Sure.
took all of these separate entities
And put it together.
brought them together. Timelines, emotions, reactions.
You're right.
A history.
You're right. But the only reason I was like, yo,
Who's been able to do that?
they have at Marvel, Kevin Feige, they have cultivated a lot of new talent, a lot of new directors that are really cool, a lot of directors with really dope perspectives and dope visions that I wish would have got an opportunity to helm an Avengers movie. Like
Coogler.
Ryan Coogler with an Avengers movie would have been dope.
Can I
agree.
play?
Destin Crinton
By the
had
way-
the Avengers movie. That would have been dope. But it is the Russos. They put the numbers. Like, I'm not like super sick about it, but I'm just like, yo, it just that's slightly disappointing for me.
Do you think it's because you get that 2-in-1 package and an Avengers movie may need two directors?
I do agree with that because I feel like Benson and Moorhead could have did it. I felt like the boys that did. It's a few people that could. I don't want to run down the list.
I don't want to shit on anyone because I like all of these directors being named. But do you think like when you say the Loki guys, do you feel like because they're incredible?
Yeah.
But do you feel like it matters for like Kevin or Disney? I guess
I feel like do they want somebody that's
someone
been
that's
proven a little
just
bit more
in a movie aspect and not just
because
a
I mean
movie,
that
right?
was
Like,
that was a reason why
Marketing
he.
and marketing too. Marketing.
That we could sell that name,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
That was another reason why he liked working with Sam Raimi so much on
Yes.
Doctor Strange
Yes.
because he's such a vet. It was like I don't have to
do as much.
micromanage you.
Yeah.
Once we tell you what's going on, I can step back and go do what else. I could go work on the next John, and I don't even have to worry about what's going on with you. All you gotta do is tell me the damage. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, fact.
And by the way, love your take, and I almost agree with it.
And again,
but
like
in a way
like,
that it's like
I said off the pod, we were joking. I'm saying, yo, they got there and now it's RDJ to come back as Doctor Doom. It didn't really excite me because it just feels like they're going a little backwards. But I mean, again, I'm gonna be there. I'm not gonna not go.
Yeah.
Can
This is
I
what we
all right,
do.
Let me
You
play
know what I'm
devil's
saying?
advocate because
But-
we're here talking about.
Let's get into the Doomsday.
Yeah, let's actually talk about it. All right. I just want to play devil's advocate because I know you, and I know you actually like. You're not like these people that I be yelling at online that their opinions are just for clickbait and saying weird it's just only the way that I want it to be type Marvel. You know, I know you actually give it benefits of the doubt. So you not wanting that, do you feel like they're just at this point where we all know Secret Wars is coming? We've been new. We all know that these last 2 movies are potentially going to be the end of this Marvel that we know, right? We're all in this bubble, right? So do you feel like they're just kind of playing in this sandbox, but turning the sandbox upside down and doing whatever they want with creatively? Because they're like, let's end with a bang.
I didn't
like,
think about that until you pointed that out. And I could definitely see that.
Honestly, that perspective is why I'm a fan of it. Honestly, if I thought the perspective you're saying, I agree with you. He's a sacred character, right?
Again,
like,
I feel like it's sacred. I feel like it's safe. But also, you said the writers from Infinity War and Endgame coming back. You got the Russo brothers back. As much as I say I'm not excited,
I know you. That's why I say what I say.
Cook.
Of course,
they gonna cook that up.
But that's the difference between us.
That's why they got
all
the
three
call.
of us talking
that's
about
why they
it
got the call in the
other
first
people.
place.
Now I'm going to be Snowden.
Let's go.
Shout out Snowden for that.
By the way.
Shout out my man Snow.
What are you gonna say?
My excitement died down
Just
the
now?
moment. If you remember, I asked y'all before this even was a thing. I literally, when I seen y'all, I was like, would y'all be mad if they brought Robert back, right? Robert Downey Jr. back, right? Yeah. And Cesar was the only one out of us 3 to be like, I wouldn't be mad. Like, bring him back.
Not even not mad. I want him back.
Bring him back just for Secret Wars, right?
Yeah. Why I gotta sound like that? That's crazy. I'm a rug right now.
My bad.
That's crazy.
And me and Zen we was like, no, like, don't do that.
No, don't do that.
And then it came like live news,
like seconds later.
Like he's about to be Doom. Oh, right. That okay. Well, I guess bring him back. I kind of swapped.
Can you actually explain? Oh yeah, I don't want to mess you. Cook
the clip comes out right.
All right. That's why.
And I listen to words.
Details.
So the whole time we in theory land like. Tony, infamous Dr. Doom, they're gonna flip it and make it's gonna be fire. And then they say Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to play Victor Von Doom. That killed.
So you're
killed 20% of my excitement.
Okay, just 20. You're not over it. Like you still think there's still faith for you to like this idea.
I'm gonna give them room to make it worse.
Okay,
I'm gonna give them room to make it worse.
To make it worse. To make it
I'm
worse?
just saying, like, I'm not going to say it
can't get better, is what I'm saying?
It can, but it can get worse.
I got it.
As after hearing that, I looked down the worst street.
No, I understand. I'm not mad at
like, y'all had a lot of positives to go making a Tony from a different multiverse be turning to Doom. Y'all had a lot of ways to do that. Y'all have done plenty of different origin stories.
Right, I was going to ask why you don't like it.
No.
I was going to ask, I know what Feige, because Feige said that, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was him.
No, it was the Russos.
The Russos said that.
It was the Russos. Yeah,
all right, so with the Russos saying that, let me ask y'all this. Can we give them some room that maybe they misspoke on Victor Von Doom?
I was going to say that to him.
No,
I was going to say that. Because I think that is exactly what happened.
If Feige said it, then I believe.
I'm being for real, yeah.
If Feige said it, then I believe.
Because I'm going to be real trippy. He didn't even say the words playing Victor Von Doom. If we go back, he didn't say playing.
The Russos are Feige's left and right hands. How many Marvel MCU movies have they done? You think they would do something like that? Hell no.
You're right. Okay.
This isn't Tom Holland.
But we will see.
This isn't Don Cheadle or Paul Rudd. This is the Russo brothers. You think they misspoke at San Diego Comic-Con?
I don't think misspoke is the right word.
It's not. Yeah, and it's
that's
not.
Why.
Maybe
misspoke isn't the right word.
Maybe they meant
they're saying it the way they're saying it to get the crowd going crazy,
or not even.
That's
that.
How I think.
Maybe they just meant the character
Doom, but they said Victor Von Doom. That's what I think. But we'll see.
But we will see because they are him in the movie. So maybe it is Victor Von Doom,
and we will find out.
If you say Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to play Spider-Man, that's one thing. If you say Robert Downey Jr. is coming back to play Peter Parker,
that's another thing.
That's another thing.
I just don't know.
That's another thing.
You're right.
So also, even on this, regardless of this take, do you what is your reasoning for not liking it though?
Because why would you take Robert Downey Jr., who's been Tony Stark in a legendary run with Marvel, and then make him another character? That doesn't make any sense to me.
Devil's advocate is the reason that I just said to him right before you started talking, though, if you remember.
Are they going to react to him looking exactly like Tony Stark? Like, what are we going to do with that?
Most likely. Would they not react to it?
That's weird, then.
Why? I want to know why.
Because why does this Victor Von Doom has the same exact genetic makeup to physically look like Tony Stark from
because
this
there's variants that have happened. Johnny Storm and
so
Captain America. Johnny Storm and Captain America just did it yesterday. So what? I'm just trying to understand.
But that was already cemented, right?
But it wasn't cemented until we see a new Captain America, and then it got cemented yesterday by the movie. Before that shit did not exist. So what do you mean?
Damn, did he cook me?
Yeah, I did. I like that.
I'm gonna have to think about it.
Because I just feel like you would actually like that. I feel like all of us would really like this. We're just kind of, this happens. Yeah, this happens every Comic-Con. You know what I'm trying to say, right? Like we hear the news. We're like, what the fuck? Did
Chris Evans wasn't Marvel Jesus.
Wait, what? By the way, I agree.
He didn't save us.
Yeah. By the way, I want you to know, Trippy, because
snap.
me playing devil's advocate against you, I understand, and part of me agrees with why you say it. Like, he's sacred to us for the MCU fan. I'm not crazy. I'm not trying to like get rid of that. I just feel like, again, I feel like Kevin is looking at the Secret Wars like, bro, I'm about to do the most crazy shit that y'all have no idea what I have cooked. Just so that when this shit is over, y'all can't say shit to me when I make this new world.
Compare to
That's
Goodbyes.
how I think.
Compare to Goodbyes. Compare to Goodbye to Tony Stark, Robert Downey's Tony Stark to Chris Evans' Captain America. The Goodbyes wasn't even the same.
Wait, I agree with you. What's your point?
Like,
no, I agree. What's your point?
You brought up they did it with Chris Evans. Like, that's not Robert.
I'm just telling.
You said they just did it with
Trippy, they literally. Okay,
that's
stop.
Not
just
Robert.
because you're saying the effect that the character had on us. I don't give a fuck about that. I'm talking about literally what they did with the character is the same exact thing they just did with Downey.
I think that should matter. I think,
but that's a different conversation, is all. From what you asked me, that's all. You said they never did that before. I said they just did it with
you
Johnny
asking
Storm.
about why it would kill my excitement at XYZ, right?
Right,
so
but then
I'm saying it should kill everyone in the Marvel Cinematic Universe as a fan excitement.
Why?
Because you had such a bro, the arc of Tony Stark in the MCU is perfect.
How does this ruin it?
Because that's Tony Stark. You're gonna slap a new name on him, but that's Tony Stark. I'm going to watch the movie and not see Victor Von Doom. I'm going to see Tony Stark.
Even if no matter what. So you're saying even if they cook with the writing, they cook with the direction, he looks like hold on. You really saying on it?
I feel like when they cook on that,
that's what I'm saying. I don't get that. And a lot of people do that. We do that in the Marvel universe.
Now I want him to do it.
Yeah, this is shit I be saying with the fans. I love all of our takes.
I want him to do it and sabotage the whole joint.
Is that the Mackie getting because he said he won first dibs on it?
I ain't even answering this. Hold up. My thing is, I'm tired of Marvel.
You said he don't need it. I say he need it.
I think Mackie just trying to earn his spot.
That's what I said. I'm just saying, as Marvel fans, we gotta start to accept that we just have to let them cook, y'all. We have to see it first. Like, I don't know. We can't just go off of stuff.
I feel you. I just saying my thing was with them making him Tony turning into Doom, it was so many ways that they could go right and so little ways they could go wrong. With this,
I agree with that.
It's so many ways they could go wrong.
It's more risk.
It's so many ways they could go wrong. This is big risk, big reward.
And by the way, I fully agree. You are right, 100%. I just am here for the challenge because, again, Secret Wars is going to make the money regardless of the fucking movie. Yo.
This was the only thing that came out of tonight that I didn't think was real. I had this. This was the only thing.
Literally, when we announced it, we're sitting there by pre-production before the pod, and like it pops up, and he's like, "No way."
Yeah, I didn't believe it.
Yeah, true. But also, this was the only new news too, though. Like technically,
yeah, I guess
everything else we know those movies.
The Fantastic Car, all of that stuff.
Yeah,
like before we were getting the
no movies. I'm saying just movies. This is the only new movie.
I just mean news. This was the only piece of news that I checked multiple sources. Right. I was like, nah,
that's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
They brought Robert back.
They did. But you can go to listen3000.com right now and get some merch. And we got a lot of cool Listen 3000 stuff on there as well. Please check us out. If you want to support us, you want to support the pod, that's the best way to do it.
Yes.
Check out listen3000.com. It'll be in the description.
Escape from you. You're pulling me down, and I don't know what's up.